All right, here we go once again. Aloha and good morning, international friends. Welcome back to another live broadcast of Waking Up with Wolf. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in, for being here in this moment. For those of you who are on YouTube, for those of you who are on Facebook, you'll notice I'm actually just kind of like changing the quality to be able to meet a bit more of a convenience for you. And so now for those of you who have been watching on Facebook and on YouTube, I apologize in the past. There has been a bit of a lag with the audio delay that should be resolved at this point. So there we go, all good in that. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone who's watching this in the future. Of course, we'll just take a few moments here to be able to give people an opportunity to be able to join in on the fly. For those of you who are watching on Instagram as well, it looks like I'm not sure if there's like a little bit of a delay on the Instagram feed, but nonetheless, we're just gonna start getting comfortable here, start getting ourselves situated, beginning just with some simple stretches. So here they come. Okay, here comes the Instagram fam. Instagram fam's coming in. So good morning, welcome, aloha, everyone, grand rising. So once again, we have returned for another opportunity, another ceremony, another ritual for us to be able to practice creating this space for us at this point in the morning to be able to help amplify the entire rest of our day, something that can be incredibly beneficial. Just think about that, like how much does 30 minutes, how much does even 15 minutes, how much does even just 5 minutes, how much does one breath make a difference in your day if you're not making that time for it? It's incredibly powerful, incredibly important, incredibly valuable. And so, I mean, throughout the day, in the same way we do this here, I just want to be able to encourage you to keep the same mindset continued throughout all the day, throughout just like any moment. So any moment you might just kind of like feel yourself. And as I'm talking here, please feel free to just like begin stretching, begin just massaging yourself, begin just bringing movement into your body. And even just in this moment, literally just connecting with the breath. Give yourself the gift of deep breathing. Give yourself the gift of connection. Be able to receive the value of this. So as we're breathing in this moment, again, literally what we are doing, we are filling our cup with peace. I love this metaphor when you think about this. Just roll your shoulders, start moving your body, put in a little bit of massage. All right, here comes the Instagram fam. I think there's a bit of a delay there. That's okay, but nonetheless, Instagram fam is showing up, and Facebook fam, YouTube fam. We're all one big fam. Everybody's here, so that's good. So as I'm just kind of like chatting here again, just kind of like massaging your body, putting in some like deep tissue massage. But again, I love this visualization of the idea of filling our cup with peace. We think about that. It's like, okay, like, Bruce Lee even talks about this, like empty your cup, become formless. But in the same way, we are cups in a very literal sense, probably more literal than you realize it. Like actually in a deep, esoteric, symbolic way. And again, just begin to start moving your body. We're just kind of like chatting here. People are still showing up, so just start moving your body. But I actually want to give you guys a little bit of information here that you've probably never even thought of, and it's actually like really fascinating when you think about it. But basically, this idea of seeing and acknowledging the fact that we are cups, and we get filled by the sustenance of the universe, by what we choose to fill ourselves with, by our environment, by us creating space to be able to receive the infinite amount of love, the infinite amount of peace in any given moment that can be poured into us. But there's a very interesting thing because, we think of language. Language in itself, and again, just stretching here, stretching up the spine, reaching for the heavens, reaching for the sky, stretch as if there is no limit. But you look at language. Language in itself has so much wisdom in it that is often overlooked. It is this idea of like the esoteric. It is hidden in plain sight. But when you look at language, you look at the word you. Like literally the word you, you know, like I am me, you are you. I refer to myself as a you. Like this is, you know, what do you want? You know, you kind of use this language. And we look at the word you, Y-O-U. But then we look at what we are pronouncing, and it is literally you, the symbol you. And the symbol you, what does it look like? It looks like a cup. And like this isn't just me being just like, you know, this is just like some like crazy out there idea or something like that. Like this is right there in front of us. And this wasn't, I'm not the first person who observed this. This is actually just like very, very ancient. So you think about that, that the language that we are using, the word you, means that we are literally cups. We acknowledge ourselves as cups. And when you think about it, it's like, what are we filling ourselves with? Be like, oh, what are we carrying? And be like, okay, if we're cups, the body is a cup, the body is a vehicle. What fills it? The soul, love, light, peace. And so we have to remind ourselves to fill our cups, to fill you up, to fill your you up. And so that is what we are doing here right in this moment. So let us just connect here in our breath. And then from here, we'll chat a little bit more and then we'll move into the chakra meditation. So just closing your eyes here and just slowly even just imagine you yourself as the cup that you are, receiving, almost visualizing the peace of this present moment, the love that you are capable of receiving in this present moment, maybe visualizing it as like silver golden water, or even almost like a golden honey, and it's slowly just kind of pouring into you. And maybe you can even just kind of like imagine this kind of moving down from the top of your head, moving through you, moving around you. So just breathe into this moment. Allow your visualization to add even more to this reality. So connect with your breath, deep, gentle breaths here. In the silence, we find the truth of our being. Fill yourself with peace. And you can imagine this peace as it is pouring down your body, is accumulating up from the feet, so you can feel this peace. You can almost imagine it like a golden honey, a golden liquid filling yourself up. You can feel it rising literally from your roots, even coming in from the ground, not even just from the heavens, coming from below and above, rising, moving itself up through your shins, up to your knees, through your thighs, up through your root chakra, your groin area, your hips. Visualize. Maybe there's even a slight sound to this. You can just visualize and feel, imagine like a warmthness as it moves this golden light up through your torso, up your spine, rising up your spine, straighten up your spine, up through your solar plexus, through your heart, through your chest, moving through your arms, all the way through your fingers, just wiggling your fingers if you feel it, up through your throat, through your mouth, your cheeks, your smile, add in a smile right now, through your eyes, over your ears, and gently accumulating around the dome of your head, right to the top. And just sit with this. Imagine yourself literally just this golden being of light. You have filled yourself up with this like delicious golden cosmic honey of love. But again, it's understanding that that is always there. But sometimes it is the meditation that creates the story, that creates the context, that reminds us what is already there, that re-hearts us what is already there. Yeah, you like that? Remind. Think about that. The word reminded, remind, connecting mind, connecting heart. So just take a few more breaths here. Give yourself this gift. Every breath filled with gratitude. You are here because your story is bigger than your own. You are here to experience love in an infinite amount of ways. You are here to experience the excitement, the joy, the uncertainty, the adventure of life. This is just a ride. Remember that. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. Help others see it for what it is as well. And together, we serve as the bridge between this wisdom and this world. Feel that within your heart. Helping others awaken to the wisdom within their own heart. Help re-heart them. Help remind them. A couple more breaths here. Deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Deep inhale. Nice and slow on the exhale. Good. Slowly begin to roll your shoulders, roll your body. Again, just opening up your eyes if you want to. All right, that was good. You feel it? Now I want you to kind of like practice kind of like reminding yourself throughout the day of this, of the benefits of this practice. Because like that's the thing, is that we are species with recurring amnesia. We forget so easily, and it's not that we actually forget. It's actually that we get distracted by the fascinations in front of us. So allow yourself to put things in front of you that are helping remind you, if you feel that you're getting distracted by the fascinations. The fascinations in themselves are not the problem. It's our relationship to the fascinations. Maybe you have a fascination with sunrises. How beautiful is that, right? That can remind you. But if you're getting fascinated with drama and this and politics and that, like that's taking you away from yourself. But use it as a tool to just observe that and just be like, oh, like now I know what it feels like to be that far away from myself, but I always know how to bring myself back. And bringing yourself back can be as simple as a breath. And it can be as simple as a mantra. It can be as simple as a mudra. So right now in this moment, I just want to invite you to dance. I just want to invite you to move your body. Stretching your arms in whatever way that feels comfortable for you. This is your morning. This is your rising. And it's interesting that we use the word morning, you know, as if like we literally just like woke up from the dead. Like every night when we sleep, it's kind of like we die and then we're reborn. So when we wake up, it's like a mourning process, but it doesn't have to be a mourning process. Like a mourning process can be a reflection process, but more so than that, let's focus on the idea of it being a celebration. And that's where you've already heard us kind of like using the language of rising. This is, you know, good rising, grand rising. Sounds kind of silly. Good news, everyone. But good rising, everyone. But nonetheless, awesome. Okay. Again, I just want to be able to thank everyone so much for being here. I just want to be able to give everyone a heads up again, just kind of like massage your legs as we're just chatting here for a second. Give yourself deep tissue massage. Again, you have the tools. You have the tools to give yourself everything you need. The fact that you have posable thumbs gives you like a leg up on so many other like species here on Earth and everything like that. But again, you know, the deep tissue massage is incredibly important. You got all these sort of like little meridians underneath your body. Tap your face. You know, EFT, that's like emotional frequency tapping. It's like kind of like a thing. You've probably heard of it, but there's a benefit to it. You know, this can be thought of as like ancient techniques. So just like very gently, but with intention. And then again, you can do gentle tapping, but then you can also do like deep tapping. And like, that's where like, again, like in the pulmonary chakras, get deep with those, like get deep. And like, as you're doing that, you're releasing energy. Like the energy that we have builds up in our fascia. The fascia is kind of like the connective tissue related to the muscle. Give yourself that fascia massage, and that's going to help release energy. Again, a lot of times, I talked about this yesterday, a lot of times we have energy inside of us, but it's stagnant. It's just sitting there. So we have to kind of like spark the fire. We have to start like tending to the flame, and then the fire and the flame and the inspiration begins to ignite. And sometimes literally it's the physical aspect. Like honestly, you know, when you think about exercise and stuff like that, 15 minutes a day is all you need. Like 15 minutes of like good, conscious, mindful, somewhat like challenging exercise can literally like, I'm not like, I understand what I'm saying here, but it can cure depression. And this isn't just me saying this, but again, you know, like this is like kind of like this idea of like, oh, you know, you might be feeling in a lull and everything like that. Challenge yourself to go running for 15 minutes every day. Do that for a week and then see how you feel. You know, so like remind yourself you have these tools. Your tools are what you eat. Your tools are how you sleep. Your tools are your body exercises. Your tools are your meditations. Your tools are talking with other people and surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are on same goals and same paths. So again, you know, like for everyone here, like that's the benefit of like us being together as a community, is just the fact that we're sharing common objectives. We're sharing common purposes, and having that accountability. I can understand if I were to literally just challenge every single person here to say like, hey, I want you to show up and meditate and exercise for 30 minutes every single morning. You would do it, but the consistency of it would become a challenge, and the accountability of it wouldn't necessarily be there in the same way. So whether you're here or not, there's no judgment, but the invitation for you to be here is incredibly powerful, and that's what we're sharing. So again, you know, we're just the vanguards at this point. For everyone watching this, that's why I keep reminding you, you can help by sharing this broadcast with your friends, by letting them know that this is a thing that they can take part in, by giving it to them as a gift, and by inviting them to be able to receive like the benefits that can simply come out of taking 30 minutes in the morning that will drastically holographically affect the rest of our day. So getting ready to move into the chakra practice for this meditation, I just want to be able to remind you that on Instagram yesterday I put up a post, and it was about this idea of, you know, instead of focusing on growing our followers, let's grow with our followers. We should be growing our followers. We should be growing each other. We should be holding space for that. We should be encouraging each other. And that's the power. We are in the age of infinite influencers. All of us have this capacity to be able to spread messages, to lead by example, and to be able to receive the benefits of like that communication between us as a family, as us as a tribe. So thank you everyone here for growing alongside one another. So let's move into the chakra meditation, because again, a big part of this, I want to be able to honor your time. I know a lot of us have a lot of great things to do. There's so much stuff that I have coming your way in terms of paradigm shift. I just want to give you like very, very simple, like less than 20 seconds. Paradigm shift moving forward, one of my key focuses on it is it being able to function as a centralized platform to help feature and uplift conscious creators, conscious entrepreneurs, people who are leading within the shift. This is what you're going to start seeing. So for people who are here, you guys have your foot in the door, and stay tuned, because there's going to be so much power and so much benefit and so much growth that's going to be coming out of us here as a community. So honestly, if you're already a conscious creator, if you're already a conscious entrepreneur, and if you're not that yet, you have the invitation to it. Everyone can be that creator. But if you are that, and you're just like, you know, again, if you're anybody watching this video, please feel free to just send me a DM afterwards. Let me know that you watched it. If you are a conscious creator, make sure that you send me a message because I want to be able to check out your profile. But again, anybody here, I want to check out your profile. I want to connect with you. If I'm not following you yet, make sure you let me know so that I can follow your profile. And yeah, with that said, thank you again, everyone. Let's get into the chakra part of the meditation. So every time that we do this practice, we do the chakra practice, which is based on the Gnostic teachings. Again, send me a DM and I'll send you a 2-hour lecture of this practice, which it's not just this practice. It's like the history of chakras and the esoteric knowledge behind them. And again, very simply put, I'm explaining this so that you can explain it to your friends, and maybe there's people who are, there are people tuned into this who haven't been tuned in before. And again, thank you guys for Facebook people. Please share this video, right? Instagram people, share this to your friends. When we work with the chakras, the very simple way, if you were to explain this in less than 30 seconds, 20 seconds. First of all, okay, you are more than your physical body. You have multiple bodies. You have your physical body, you have your etheric, your mental, your astral body. The chakras are organs of perception which correlate to your astral, etheric, mental bodies. And basically, they are places, they are spinning discs of energy that are capable of receiving and outputting information beyond linear time. So information that is literally like rippling from the future and rippling from the past comes through our chakras as information. And so essentially this is all information, but this information creates our personality, it creates our virtues, it creates our harmony with ourselves, and it creates our ability to be able to show up in very, very powerful ways. So when we work with the chakras through mudras and mantras, mantras are the ohms and the ahs, that is a vibration that is spinning the disc. And in the same way you work out your muscles, you exercise, when you spin the disc with the mantras, it helps them get stronger, it helps them get more balanced, it brings our attention to them, it removes the dust, it removes the dirt. Think about that. You know, there's a lot of people who haven't really been practicing working with the chakras. Those things are probably just like these like dusty old wheels. Whereas we kind of, you know, in the same way, like a car needs its up tuning. You get the engine spinning, vroom, things sound good, things are flowing fine. That's what we're doing literally with this practice right here. So of course this practice is something that I encourage you to do for longer than 30 minutes. We're just doing it for like barely 15 right now. And if you can do it longer, that's great. And again, send me a DM and I'll send you the presentation about this so that you can get even more insight as to why we are doing this and why it's so valuable. So thank you for showing up and doing this. So let's move into this. Again, I know this one went a little bit longer. I apologize for that. But let's move right into this. Starting with the brow chakra. The brow chakra is, again, the third eye chakra. Call it what you want, but this is related to the faculty of clairvoyance. So this is where, again, you're getting information, you're getting insight, you're kind of sight beyond sight, inner vision. And this is the vowel I, pronounced as in ski. So it'd be E. And again, when you do this, focus on your third eye, as well as focus on the virtue of serenity. Serenity being peace. And each chakra will lead into the next chakra as well. So, gently placing your hands on your lap. Take a gentle inhale, exhale here on your own. Relax. Bringing in the serenity. Let's just take one more breath, and then together we'll do the mantra E. And just focus on being in this peace. Give yourself this gift. Next, inhale together. E. Good. Gentle inhale again. One more together. Good, good. So again, every time we're doing this, you can kind of visualize, the chakras spinning if you want to, focusing on the virtues. It's not just the sound, it's like also the thought process in that moment. Excuse me. Focusing on the next chakra, going right to it. This is the throat chakra. This is again about speaking our truth. This is about justness. This is about timing. This is knowing when to listen, knowing when to talk, using our words to create worlds, sharing our creativity, creating part of the bigger story. This is also related to the faculty of clairaudience. So in the same way we're speaking, we're also being able to receive information as well. And this is where you can kind of like hear, you know, like spirit guides and things like that. So again, much more than the five senses, right? This is helping this practice. Again, for some of you saw my post yesterday, like talking about the rise of the superhumans. This is a big part of what this is. This is like activating more of our faculties so that we can use these abilities to navigate this world with more grace, more ease, and more creativity and more power and more capacity to be able to co-create and lead within the stream. So throat chakra, the vowel here is E, pronounced as in way, so it'd be the sound A. You'll really feel this one on the throat chakra. For me, it's super noticeable. So again, putting our hands gently, nice and comfortable in our lap. Excuse me, I just gotta clear my throat real quick. And we'll get right into this. So again, take a gentle inhale, exhale here. Focusing on the virtue of justness, timing, speaking our truth. And together, gentle inhale and the sound A. So inhale. Together again, inhale. One more, inhale. Beautiful. Awesome. It's one of my favorite chakras. And the joke just kind of came to me now. I'm like, yeah, you're like, the unofficial nickname for that chakra is the Canadian chakra. Get it? Because it's just like, a. Bad joke. Bad Canadian humor, I know. It kind of works though. Okay, so focusing on the next chakra, this is a heart chakra. This is a vowel sound. O pronounced as in snow, so it'd be O. Again, really, you can feel this one. This one, like, you can feel it right in your chest. Putting your hands on your heart, of course, this is about the virtue of love. Also, the faculty of inspiration. A lot of times, if you like are working on a project, bring yourself into your heart space. What is it that you're trying to communicate? What is it that you're trying to bring forward? Even if it's just a simple process of listening, and then sometimes that information comes through the heart chakra, and you'll just be like, oh, that's what I want to do, or that's what I need to do, or that's what I'm called to do. Again, literally think about, this is a very powerful idea. If you're working on a project, video editing, writing a script, poetry, creating art, think with the idea from a non-linear 5D perspective, if you want to call it that whatever you're creating already exists in the future. And then when you're kind of in that space of calmness and receptiveness, you can actually receive information from the future as to what that piece of art that you're creating already is, what it will be. And then you can kind of just show up as a conduit. You show up in a flow state. It's very powerful. I do that a lot with my editing. I'm just like, okay, whatever I'm working on here already exists. So let me tap into the inspiration where I'm receiving the information from the future, and then it becomes more of just a process of showing up instead of a process of kind of like trying to like push through a mountain type thing. So putting your hands on your hearts, focusing on love, again, balanced love, balanced heart chakra, being able to have clear, healthy boundaries for ourselves, giving, also receiving without over expanding ourselves, without over committing ourselves, having proper balance, proper priorities. Hands on that heart, closing your eyes, inhale, exhale on your own. Relax your face. Next inhale together, the sound O. Inhale. O. Together again. Inhale. Inhale again. Beautiful. Awesome. Wonderful. All right, you guys are doing great. We'll just do a few more here and then we'll wrap this up. You know, be on your way and you'll create some amazing things today because every opportunity is a day to help change the world. Focusing on the solar chakra. The solar chakra is the vowel sound U, pronounced as in blue, so it'd be ooh. And this is opening up to telepathy. Telepathy, again, kind of like that gut feeling, that intuition. Pay attention to that, listen to that. Intuition is a very, very powerful piece of information that can help guide us to more synchronicities. Again, you understand how all of these chakras correlate. When you're like in your serenity, when you're in your heart, you're able to receive more of that intuition with more clarity. And again, like that can kind of like lead you to where you need to be. You might just be like, oh, I should really go to that community event or something like that. Listen to that. And again, you know, that's where like doors open up and opportunities arise. So again, it's getting into that mindset that the chakras are literally receiving information from the future. So you're like freaking multi-dimensional, crazy, superpower human being. You have information in the future. What happens when you're able to receive it? And how does that allow you to like show up with even like more badassness? Super cool stuff. All right. Moving into this one, again, focusing on also the virtue of temperance. This is related to the idea of taking only what we need, moderation, strengthening our willpower, very important. Saving rewards for ourselves for when we wish to receive them. So again, you know, maybe that's that chocolate that you want to eat. Maybe it's the movie you want to go to. Maybe it's a night out with your friends. Instead of going out every single night, save it. Give yourself a little bit of that space so that you can really feel like you earn it. Create that opportunity for you to reward yourself in a like an honest way so that you can earn it, opposed to like constantly overindulging and then just being like, wow, okay, now I'm like bored of this or something like that. So reward yourself, give yourself that gift. You deserve it. Hands on the solar chakra. Again, closing your eyes here. The vowel sound U as in ooh. Focusing with our hands on our solar chakra. Gentle inhale, exhale. Relax the face, straighten the spine. Together, inhale. Together again, inhale. Once more, inhale. Beautiful, awesome. Continue to allow that breath to naturally unfold. All right, a couple more, three more. Pulmonary chakras. Again, the pulmonary chakras are the ones a lot of people have probably never heard about. These relate to the idea of ultra memory, past lives, future lives, ancestors. Very, very important chakras. Give these a little bit of massage. Play with these. If these are feeling super tight, super tender, just give them a little bit of that gentle massage throughout the day. Very, very important. Straightening, opening up your chest, connecting your shoulder blades on the back, just opening up that entire area of your shoulders a little bit. Give yourself that gift. Beautiful, awesome. All right, moving into this, and then again, right from this, we'll wrap it up, and yeah, we're still in good time, so perfect. So, closing your eyes, the vowel for sound for this is the vowel A, pronounced as in saw, so it'd be ah. And again, really just kind of like feel the resonance of the vibration that you are creating with your voice, super, super powerful. And in this moment, just kind of focusing on gratitude for our ancestors, even connecting with gratitude for our past lives, kind of connecting with more of that higher self. Gentle inhale, exhale on your own. Relax the face. Inhale together. Next one, sound ah. Inhale. Together again. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. Again, just adding a little bit of sway to your shoulders. Thanking everyone again. For those of you who are tuning in halfway through this, whenever you're watching this, again, reminder, go back, watch it again from the beginning if you would like to. We do this every Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to show up live as best as you can, but whatever works for you is totally cool. For those of you watching this in the future at different time zones, again, thank you. Send me a message. Let me know, especially if you're like in Europe and watching this. I would love just to be able to know like who's watching this and where you are as well. Moving into the next chakra, the sacral chakra. Again, super, super powerful chakra. A lot to do with our sexual energies. Again, being able to cultivate the power of this natural energy inside of us instead of spilling our cup, overindulging. Again, you can kind of like understand how the other chakras kind of like lead into creating balance for each chakra with proper temperance, with proper compassion, with proper serenity and justness. We understand the value of cultivating our sexual energy. That fluid literally moves throughout our spine, throughout the rest of our chakras, and can move into other parts of our abilities, such as our creativity and even just our heightened senses. Again, this also opens up into the idea of astral projection. Lucid dreaming. If you're trying to get more into lucid dreaming, it's literally impossible to astral project. Not 100% impossible, but to do it like intentionally, consciously is much more possible when you've been cultivating your sexual energies as well. So the virtue here is the virtue of chastity. So again, this does not mean, hey, don't ever like have sex or don't do anything like that. It just means develop a conscious, mindful relationships with your sexual energy so that you can do it not just for yourself, but for service. You know, kind of like, honestly, I've thought this process before where it's just kind of like in the moment, you might just kind of be, you know, enjoying whatever you're enjoying. And then you're just like, oh, well, you know, I could easily just spill my cup and it wouldn't be a big deal. But in that moment, kind of think outside the bigger picture. Or you can be like, or I'm going to cultivate this energy so that I can show up for my work tomorrow with even more potency so that I can serve the community. Don't spill your cup to the point that you're taking yourself out of commission. Optimize your uptime, not just for you, but for the community as well. So we need you. We need you to be here as best as possible. And again, you're going to find more ease and grace throughout your day as you continue to develop a better relationship with cultivating your sexual energies. It's super, super valuable. It's super incredibly important. So hands gently just down on our waist, on our hips. Again, if you're sitting, if you're standing, whatever works for you. Straightening up the spine. The vowel here is a vowel sound. So again, kind of like if you're eating delicious food. So you can kind of just imagine like the taste of building up that energy inside of you. Like, that's delicious. So again, closing our eyes here, focusing on the virtue of chastity, chasteness. We're developing good relationship with our sexual energy, honoring our sexual energy, releasing shame, understanding the value of it. Let it build into more of our creative energy, into more of our potency, into more of our vigilance and vibrance. So gentle inhale, exhale through your mouth. Inhale together. Next one, mantra. Inhale. Together again. Inhale. Together again, once more. Beautiful, beautiful. Awesome. You guys are doing so good. Last chakra for today, and then we're wrapping it up, and then you're on your way. Root chakra, focusing on the virtue of patience, which you have been practicing simply by showing up here. Again, I hope that as you come here, this becomes an enjoyable thing for you. Allow yourself to receive the benefits from this. Know that this is like value that you're giving for yourself. Notice the difference that this makes in your day, and then that way, instead of showing up and being like, oh, like this is a drag, like I'm feeling myself ready to just stand up and leave and stuff like that, eventually it'll come to the point where it's just like, no, I understand how the practice of patience in this moment is incredibly valuable. So patience throughout all of our life is incredibly valuable. Patience in correlation with all of the other chakras, such as the justness, knowing when to strike when the iron is hot. Patience is like that, like, again, it's kind of like Neo from the Matrix, where you're kind of like very martial arts flowy, and then you're just kind of like in that space where you're able to react and you're able to respond more so than react to your environment in mindful ways. That's essentially what mindfulness is about. It's about being able to respond opposed to reacting, and patience is a very, very important part of that. So the virtue here, again, this is a virtue that's called or faculty that's called lords of the earth. That's kind of like a Gnostic term. And again, this is about connecting with the root, connecting with the earth, connecting with Gaia, connecting with that spirit. So now, as we've done this, we've kind of created this whole ladder from earth to heaven. We are that ladder. We are that bridge, literally incarnated. It's a very, very powerful idea when you really sit with that. So the vowel here is the vowel S, pronounced S. And again, this is the sound of the snake, the sound of the serpent rising, the kundalini, if you want to think about it that way. And it's also the sound of the fire activating within us. So let's close our eyes here, give ourselves the gift of this patience with all of the work that we've done up to this point, the serenity, the love, the temperance, the chasteness, the justness, the patience, being in this space. Gentle inhale, exhale, straighten up the spine, relax the face, gently move your body if you want to, just gently swaying your shoulders, feeling a little like ocean rhythm. Gentle exhale. And together on the next exhale, the sound, inhale, deep inhale. Together. Inhale again. Once more, a gentle inhale. And just sit with our breath here, just a couple more breaths, practicing patience, just feeling what your body feels like right now. Again, going back to that first visualization, still visualizing, remind yourself, heart yourself to that visualization of what we have done. We have filled our cup with this peace, with this love, with this golden cosmic honey. Feeling it through your breath. Energy moving through it like a mycelium network. Enjoy this gift of your breath. Thanking yourself for showing up in this moment. And me personally thanking you for also practicing this, because again, this practice is for much bigger reasons than just our own. The peace that we fill up within ourselves, the harmony that we create, affects all of what we bring with us into our day-to-day lives. It affects the people who we talk with. So maybe today when you're talking with someone, just notice your intention of just kind of bringing that vibration of peace and harmony into that conversation. Hold space. Have that relaxing feel. Have that loving vibration. So thank you for bringing that with you out into the world. In this world, the story is changed, is created literally through one-to-one relationships over and over again, and it begins with our relationship with ourselves. So you have started your day, or maybe you have ended your day by creating this ceremony, by raising your vibration, by filling your cup, the you, filling your cup. And now you get to share it. And then tomorrow we fill our cup up again. So take one more breath here. Gentle inhale, exhale. And then on the next exhale, just give yourself a big audible noise. Do a couple more of those, as much as you feel you need to. And then just make any sort of audible noise you wish to make. Give a couple of those. Again, just shake up your body, add in a little bit of dance, a little bit of mudra action flowing in this moment. Get up and dance. Go listen to some music if you want to. Thanking yourself for being here. Thanking everyone for being here. This one was a little bit longer than usual, but again, I appreciate everyone for being here once again for another episode of Waking Up with Wolf. It is always an honor and a privilege to be here in service, growing together as a community, as a tribe, as a team. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. Send me a DM after you watch this, or leave a comment on Facebook, YouTube. You can help simply by sharing this video with your friends. Please feel free to send me a message. Let me know that you watched this video if you're on my Instagram and I'm not already following you. I want to be able to follow your profile. We'll get connected on that level. Of course, you can check out more at paradigmshiftcentral.com. There is going to be plenty more updates going to be coming your way. Right now, just as an FYI, I'm actually finishing up my conscious movie review for Alita Battle Angel. Very symbolic messages within that movie is very much about the angel falling from higher dimension and forgetting who they are and then rising into their power as a guardian again. Very much our story right here and now, so stay tuned for that. Of course, if you feel and you resonate and you recognize and you appreciate the value of what it is that I am providing, the space that we are creating here, know that this is my full-time job as an entrepreneur. This is my full-time devotion. I am more than happy to be here, and this is made possible because of the monthly contributions by community members. So if you would like to join with either a single donation or a monthly contribution, you can join as a Paradigm Shift Super Supporter. And when you do, you also get 25% discount off items at the Quest item shop, including items for the Light Guardian crystals and the shift buttons, which I have some sitting somewhere else, just not within arm's reach, but you know what they look like. And those, of course, have the Paradigm Shift Central website on it, so you use those as tools to spread compassion, to spark synchronicity, to link people back to the main project. So, again, send me a DM if you would like to be able to join as a super supporter. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you to the recent super supporters as well. And again, go out there, change the world, carry this vibration with you. Feels good to be alive. This is a gift. This is the presence of the present moment. So much love, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Go have an amazing day. Go out there, create, journal, exercise, enjoy the sun, spend time with your family. It is another opportunity to be alive, and I am so grateful that we get to experience this journey together. So much love to everyone. Honestly, if I could keep hanging out with you for another half hour, I totally would, especially now that, you know, some of you are joining last minute. I'd just be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just hang out, but it's okay. But we got things to do. We got missions on the clock, so let's go do it, and we'll be here back again next time. So much love, everyone. The light guardian within me sees and honors the light guardian within you. I just want to end this just with a little bit of eye gazing real quick. Just kind of honoring this moment. For people on YouTube and Instagram, I have to get in a way where I'm like looking at both cameras at once. I'm kind of going in between here. But nonetheless, just take a moment here, just breathe. I'm proud of you. Proud of all of us. So. Awesome. Sending lots of good vibes your way. After this, go keep exercising. Go look in the mirror. Eye gaze with yourself. Tell yourself that you love you. You're proud of yourself. And there's so much more that we are still stepping into. So this story is bigger than our own. This is our story. This is the rise of the superhumans. All right, we gotta go. We got missions on the clock. Let's do this. Okay, thank you everyone. Again, much love. This has been Waking Up with Wolf. One more wolf owl. Ow, ow, ow. Until next time, keep it shifty, peace and wholeness, and as always, we will see you in the future. Much love. Oh, it looks like we lost